Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and as always, if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a pre-fight show for UFC Fight Night on ESPN+. Cerrone vs. Gaethje, lightweight clash of the ages, and pre-fight on the main card. Let's get started. So, in the lightweight division, of course, we have in the main event Donald Cowboy Cerrone versus Justin Gaethje, and you know what? I've kind of gone back and forth on this one, but oh man, you know what? Gee, I'm gonna go with Justin Gaethje on this one because his wrestling base I think is gonna pay off, and I think he's actually gonna. I think he'll knock out Donald Cerrone. I'll say third round knockout. In this 5-rounder main event. So yeah, it's going to be, but it'll be a good fight, but I think Justin Gaethje will get it done. I think Justin Gaethje is definitely, he's definitely had some ups and downs in his UFC career, but he was killing it in WSOF. And yeah, I think that he has his fight figured out, and I think he gets it done. So yeah, Justin Gaethje, third round knockout. Then in the light heavyweight division, we have Glover Teixeira versus Nikita Krylov, and you know what? I gotta go with Glover Teixeira here. I think his toughness and his durability gets it done, and I think he knocks out Nikita Krylov. I think Glover uses killer boxing skills and knocks out Nikita Krylov. And I'll even say, go on a limb here and say round one gets it done. Then in the heavyweight division, we have Todd Duffy versus Jeff Hughes. Now Jeff Hughes, former LFA heavyweight champ, and Todd Duffy, he's had some fast knockouts, and he's been in the main event spot in the UFC against Frank Mir. And I think Todd Duffy's motivated, and he's trained at AKA, so he's definitely trained with some high caliber wrestlers. Now Jeff Hughes trains with Stipe, so they both have some wrestling background in MMA. And you know what? I'm gonna say Todd Duffy gets it done here by knockout. I'll even say first round on this one too. I just think Todd Duffy's motivated and he has something to prove. I mean, not that Jeff Hughes isn't, but yeah, Jeff Hughes really needs a win right now in the UFC. He had that disappointing loss against Maurice Green, but I think Todd Duffy gets it done first round knockout here. Then in the catchweight bout at 172, we have Michel Pereira versus Tristan Connolly, and I'm going to go with Michel by unanimous decision. I think he just mixes things up and gets it done by unanimous decision. Then in the middleweight division on the main card, we have Uriah Hall versus Antonio Carlos Jr. And you know what? Because Uriah Hall is not a wrestling-based fighter, more of a striker, I think that's going to play in the favor of Antonio Carlos Jr. And I think Antonio Carlos Jr. Uses his jiu-jitsu skills and mixes things up, and I think he eventually gets a takedown here and submits Uriah Hall. I'll say round 2 submission for Antonio Carlos Jr., aka Shoeface, and he was killing it on Ultimate Fighter Season 3 Brazil, which if you haven't seen that season yet, watch it on Fight Pass. Then in the light heavyweight division, we have Misha Cirkunov versus Jimmy Crute. This one's a no-brainer for me. Jimmy Crute is the real deal. I think he gets it done here by, I'm going to say, I'll say knockout. I'll say knockout in the first round. No, you know what? I'll say second round. I'll say second round Jimmy Crute because Misha Cirkunov has enough UFC experience. There's no octagon jitters, obviously, and he's a tough, durable veteran. So I'll say Jimmy Crute gets it done. second round knockout. I think the first round's going to be a filling out process, and after that he knocks him out in the second round. Jimmy Crute's a young light heavyweight, and he's had a lot of finishes both by submission and KO on his record. And so yeah, Jimmy Crute is a guy to look out for. He rarely goes to decision. And anyways, with that said, I'm picking Jimmy Crute, second round knockout. So there you have it. There's my predictions. And oh, the return of Louis Smoke on the prelims is going to be fun. And Chaz Skelly is always fun to watch. So definitely check out the prelims on this card on ESPN Plus. And stay tuned in the coming days for my UFC post-fight show on this card. Until then, see ya.